It's Week 17 of the National Football League. And we'll get a look here at Caleb Williams. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Bills and the Chiefs on Sunday night primetime.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they've got a full half season since their last loss, winners of 8 in a row.
And you don't get on win streaks like this without your defense playing a big role. They've created quite an identity, and I know they want and expect this streak to get to 9.
Here's Joshua Carney ready to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a big hit there on the opening kickoff, and that might set the tone for what could be a physical game. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, young man out of Syracuse.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have its hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. How it's long distance now? Let's go to that play.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers down.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Off the option, here's Gibbs.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
He was brought down by Foyesade Oluwaka. 2nd down and 8. To the air, Williams. Down to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
The tight end in motion right. 2nd and 13. And the ball is knocked out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. Following the fumble recovery, Williams.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Oh, my, you know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Williams.
Able to get, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Luke Musgrave.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Bills are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Desmond King to return it from his end zone.
Fighting his way through contact. And he'll return this one all the way out of the other side of the field.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
And out come the Chiefs now. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Now a handoff up the middle.
Lloyd. Now we'll pause here for an injury, and it's Deebo Samuel. He's the man in question right now who will need some attention. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lloyd. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
That complete to Downs.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
From the right hash, this from an even 40. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. 68 yards.
And the Bills take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points.
So a pretty wild turn of events there. Instead.
40 points, it's 6 the other direction.
And if you're kicking in the NFL, that should be pretty much automatic, but I don't think that's on him at all. The protection broke down. That led to the block.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Cannon. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. The big fella. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. 70 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So the problem's really starting to add up now. I mean, they tried a field goal in an effort to get a little bit closer, but the block and return make the situation more.
What you just said there, just trying to get a little bit closer. I think mentally, that's why they were doing it, because really the 3 wasn't going to do them a whole lot of good, but they feel better about themselves. Now, they feel exponentially worse.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Now K.J. Osborne. Here's Osborne. And shoves him off at the 20. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Here we go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 21-0 our score after one. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Cannon got his man complete over the middle. That's Osborne. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Gerald Everett from 19 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bills offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
The Bills at 14-1 now on the year. And they've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Up the middle they go. Sweet. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Now 2nd and 5.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Sweet. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
To throw, it's Williams.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there.
With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles. And it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too. Because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulled out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
On 1st down, Lloyd. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Bills' 49-yard line.
Looking to throw. Cannon.
Connecting over the middle with Downs.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down. Cannon.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Back to throw. Cannon. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Now Williams, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Looking deep here for Dobbs.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Williams.
And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the 1st half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Check.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Bills offense and Caleb Williams set to go to work once more. And he's in the midst of a very solid season, currently second in the NFL in passing yards.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
First down marker at the 5. It's second and goal.
They run straight ahead here with White. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A final shot before break. Williams. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Jeremy Ruckert
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Extra point forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays.
And all of that was capped off by a Jeremy Ruckert touchdown catch. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, where it was the Browns who were winners in that one at home. Darrell Henderson, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Tua Tagovailoa, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. And then finally, we wrap up the week with a good one on Monday Night Football between the Miami Dolphins and the Tampa Bay Bucks. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. To throw, Williams. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And there was a good opportunity, just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run on first down. Sweep to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Sweep, and he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 28. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Let's go.
Running it, Washington. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On first down, Sweep. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's...
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs from 17 yards out. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A 10-play drive that time. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Osborne on the return from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Let's go now.
Up the middle they go. It's Lloyd. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Lloyd. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a deep one for Johnston. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Eluding the pressure right. Fighting. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Warrior 70, go.
Play action. Now Williams.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field.
And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's one. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Looking to throw. Cannon. That's complete to the tight end, Everett.
And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
To throw again. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown.
Josh Downs.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs are able to claw one back. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Now they'll go with a reverse. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over.
Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Williams now throwing to start the drive.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A big play here for Buffalo. 45 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they're down to the 29-yard line.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Check go.
Back to throw. Williams.
That's Olave bringing in another one.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Let's go now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Touchdown!
Jeremy Ruckert.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Bills start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Oh, some strong running.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This will be their 3rd straight defeat.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Again, he'll drop to throw. A little short pass. This is Everett. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again.
And this taken in by Downs. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. A little short pass. This is Everett. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. Looking to throw. Cannon. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2nd and 3. Right side, he has Johnston. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go, set.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll look to throw here on first down. Dancing to his left. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard
Let's go
line.
now.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Back to throw now on first down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach have plenty to say about this game.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Foster Moreau, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bills ready to take over. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
18, pioneer.
To the air, Williams looking deep here for Dobbs.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play here for Buffalo. 44 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big 4th quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Gibbs is in. Touchdown, Bills. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. KC's offense ready to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
They go play action here on first down.
That's going to be taken in by Downs.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Back to throw. Cannon.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game,
and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
And he returns this to the 22.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Here's Williams. That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, but that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles's defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Buffalo, they continue their winning ways as they run their mark to 15-1 on the year. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.